Leadership is multifaceted and adaptable. Different situations and team dynamics call for different approaches. We will discuss 6 key leadership styles: transformational, transactional, situational, servant, democratic, and autocratic. Each style has its unique characteristics and can be effective in various scenarios. Before we jump into the leadership styles, it's important to acknowledge that some traditional leadership concepts are outdated and can sometimes perpetuate stereotypes and inappropriate behavior. Leadership styles. Leadership styles are the behaviors and attitudes that leaders use to direct, motivate, and manage their teams. As senior lawyers and consultants, your leadership style can significantly impact team performance, client satisfaction, and overall success. In fast-paced, high-stakes environments, understanding and mastering different leadership styles is key to maintaining efficiency and achieving outstanding results. You might be asking yourself, but how do I choose the right leadership style? Leadership style can depend on personality type, the characteristics of team members, and the specific situation at hand. Different styles may be more effective depending on, but not limited to, the following variables. Personality type. Some leadership styles may align more naturally with your personality. For example, someone who is naturally charismatic may find transformational leadership a good fit, while a highly organized individual might excel in transactional leadership. Team members. The needs, experience, and competencies of your team members can influence which leadership style to use. For instance, situational leadership requires adapting your style based on the maturity and capability of your team members. Situational context. The specific circumstances, including the urgency of decisions and the nature of the task, also play a role. In a crisis situation, an autocratic leadership style might be necessary for quick decision-making, whereas the democratic leadership style might be best for fostering team creativity in a stable environment. Understanding these factors will help you choose and adapt the most appropriate leadership style for any given situation. Let's look at each style with practical examples to help you grasp the concept. Transformational leadership focuses on inspiring and motivating team members to achieve extraordinary outcomes and develop their own leadership capacity. This style emphasizes vision, inspiration, and a strong commitment to organizational goals. Here's a quick look at when to use transformational leadership. Best for driving change and innovation, effective in environments that require a strong vision and high level of motivation. Ideal for teams that need inspiration and empowerment. Here's a practical example. As an elite soccer coach, I once focused too heavily on the big picture, neglecting the immediate needs of my team. This led to confusion and lack of direction in day-to-day tactics and practices, ultimately impact on our team performance. It taught me the importance of balancing visionary leadership with attention to details. Let's look at a situation here. How many times have you either seen or been the senior leader who leaves after a long day of work before your junior team members who still have long hours of work left? If you had stepped in and supported, everyone could have gone home earlier, right? It's disheartening for juniors to see seniors leave while they have still a lot of work to do. While seniors shouldn't always take on juniors' tasks, the occasional gesture of support, especially during tough weeks, makes a significant impact. This act of support not only promotes great team dynamics, but also enhances overall well-being. Here are some development steps you could adopt. Encourage and model innovative thinking. Challenge your team to think outside the box and re-award creative solutions. Recognize and re-award individual and team achievements. Regularly acknowledge and celebrate successes, both big and small. For example, invite your team for dinner and drinks after completing a deal or a project. Promote a clear vision and communicate it effectively. Ensure that everyone understands the larger goal and their role in achieving it. An oversimplified example is explaining to a junior why their due diligence work during the MA process will impact the outcome of a deal negotiation or a client project. This initiative often helps motivate them. I want you to take a moment to reflect here. Think about your day-to-day client work and identify examples where you can create a clear vision. How can you communicate how each team member's contribution helps achieve that vision or goal? This simple exercise takes just a few minutes, but can have a profound motivational impact on your team. Transactional leadership centers on the role of supervision, organization, and group performance, using rewards and addressing negative consequences to motivate team members. This style is effective in maintaining clear structures and achieving consistent performance. So when to use it? Suitable for routine and structured environments. Effective for managing tasks with clear objectives and timelines. Best when tasks require a high level of consistency and predictability. Practical example. In the educational settings, we implemented a system where clear milestones were set for course development and bonuses were given for meeting deadlines. This approach ensured that everyone knew exactly what was expected and had a tangible incentive to stay on track. While it might seem rigid, it helped maintain high standards and consistent delivery. Senior lawyers and consultants can apply this by setting clear milestones for projects, such as a client case milestone or a consulting project phase, and offering incentive for meeting these deadlines. It ensures clarity, accountability, and consistent high-quality performance. Development steps. Establish clear goals and expectations. Make sure everyone knows what is required and by when. Implement a structured reward system and address negative behaviors professionally. Use incentives to encourage desired behaviors and handle negative behaviors with constructive feedback and professional consequences. Maintain consistent and transparent communication. Keep everyone informed about their progress and any changes in expectations. Now we know what it looks like to apply transactional leadership in a perfect scenario with positive outcomes. However, we know that that's not always the case. Here's an example of how to apply this leadership style when things don't go so well. After a junior associate misses a filing deadline, the senior partner meets with them to discuss what went wrong. The partner emphasizes the importance of deadlines and clarifies task priorities. They determined that the associate was overwhelmed and unclear about priorities. They developed a clear plan with measurable goals and timelines. The associate receives a formal warning and has their progress monitored and receives ongoing feedback. As the associate improves, the partner acknowledges the progress and moves forward. Again, please take a moment and think about your last performance conversation with a junior team member where you had to deliver negative feedback. Did you maintain consistent and transparent communication throughout the conversation? Situational leadership adapts to the maturity and competence of team members and the specific situation at hand, offering flexible approach that adjusts based on needs. This style ranges from directive to supportive behaviors, depending on the context. So when to use it? Ideal for dynamic environments with varying levels of team member experience. Effective when leading diverse teams with different needs. best for leaders who need to be adaptable and responsive to changing circumstances. A practical example. While coaching sports, I noticed that new players need more direct guidance and structure, while experienced players benefited from more autonomy and opportunities to lead. By adjusting my approach based on the individual needs and capabilities of my players, I was able to maximize each person's contribution and development. In professional service, this means tailoring your leadership approach based on the experience and skills of your team members. Provide more guidance to less experienced team members and greater autonomy to those who are more seasoned. Ensure that everyone can contribute effectively. Development steps. Assess team members' skills and experience. Understand the strengths and weaknesses of each individual. Flexibility shift between directive and supportive behaviors. Provide more guidance to those who need it and more freedom to those who can handle it. Continuously evaluate and adjust leadership approach as situations evolve. Be prepared to change your style as the team or individual circumstances change. The ball is in your court now. Think about your team members and their individual needs. Who requires more guidance and why? Is it due to their junior status or their personality type? Consider who among your team can handle more freedom and why. While it's often easier to work with those who are more self-sufficient, providing support and guidance to junior members can accelerate their development, enabling them to take more responsibility. Encourage autonomy and solution finding wherever possible, but offer guidance when needed. Reflect on how you can balance these approaches to foster growth and independence within your team.